What show we gonna be on?
All Black.
All Black.
Já se hrozně těším, ale hrozně se bojím.
Já jsem na to hodně zvědavej, no, jaký bude, takže...
Tak já budu hlavně krásná a když tak to veď ty.
Každý svoje přednosti.
What's up?
Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
What's happening, man? I'm good. I'm in good spirits.
Yeah, I heard you in Portugal. How's it going over there?
It's going good, man. I'm getting ready to do a festival out here, and then I had a few days, and then I do something in London. And I didn't really be ready to start the tour in Utah.
In Utah?
Yeah. Go back to New York, and then I start the tour. And by the time I come back out here internationally, I'll be already ready.
Ready, yeah.
I'll be back in shape.
Yeah, but by the way, first of all, congratulations. I just saw your Instagram post that you reached 1 billion streams on in the club track. So that's congratulations.
That shit just won't go away, man. That one keeps going. Like, you know, like I always say it's to artists. I said it in my, take your time and get it right, man. Because a lot of times we always think that we're ready before we're ready. And it could be better. You could make it better.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So sometimes you can look at it and critique yourself, because music is fun. You're supposed to enjoy yourself while you're doing it. Like if it feels good while you playing and you're listening to it, that shit is gonna work. Like that's gonna be the thing that people feel good too.
I have a question regarding that song, In Da Club. Was it something that just came to you, or was it like, okay, I really got to take my time with this one?
That shit took 45 minutes.
45 minutes?
To write that record. Dre tell you, I wrote that record on the spot. He played the beat, boom, 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 boom. And I'm like, find me in the club, bottle full of blood. You know, the ocean, look, that shit is not rocket scientist, brother. You listen to the records. It's not. It's just what came out as soon as the music came on organically. And the work is conditioning yourself to do it that easy. It wasn't like, it's not a lot of hard work to do it. So Snoop was worse. Like he's to this day like that. He's like, it just comes out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like the music. Yeah. Now look, you can always reevaluate, you can always look at it, because you can always make it better.
Yeah.
But like that's what I'm saying to you. When you got some guys that can condition themselves to rap the way we talk. So you turn the music on and they talk to the production. Like when I was listening to Rick James and Earth, Wind and Fire, and there's a whole bunch of older stuff that was there. Like I just listened to the music to see what they were in that time period, right? And it'll bug you out. Like you'll hear artists and you'll be like, yo, this shit was so good. Like what happened to him?
Yeah. My next question is actually, all of my friends have been asking about the final lap tour, right? Does it mean that is it your final tour, as in this big of a tour around like the world?
Yeah, it is my final tour.
And now,
like, look, when I do, it's over 90 dates. Like, it's like a lot of
That's
tour.
Actually crazy. That's crazy.
You know, and it'll be in one of the largest hip-hop tours for the year. You can bet that there won't be another tour that goes out that has 90, because there's still adding dates. It'll be over 100 dates. It'll run into the middle of next year. So when you think about it, is really because I won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like my television business is growing faster than usual. Like it's mirroring my music success. So my first album is the largest debut hip hop album in that period. My first TV show is the highest rated show on the network it was from. So it just opens the floodgates and ability for me to get the storytelling process out in different ways.
So the next stop is you transferring into like a executive producer full time, and just focusing on shows like Power, BMF, and so on.
Who's an executive producer full time? Who do you know? Who do you know that's an executive producer full time?
I have no idea.
Just
Look. Check this out. Look.
Yeah.
I'm the biggest television producer in the world because I'm the most notable television producer in the world. You see what I'm saying? Like we couldn't pick these guys out in the lineup. Yeah. We don't know who they are at all. And you're saying
that's correct. Yeah.
Stop. Look, my core audience is my age. They're as old as I am. So I think hip hop is connected to youth culture. I think that I'm not sure you're supposed to have the best verse, or you should even still be in it at 60. All right, like YouTube rock and roll is different. They can do that shit till they're 100 years old, but I don't think you're supposed to do that in hip hop at that point. Like I think that, look, I'll do the same storytelling that I would through the music and film and television. And I'll be able to release it that way because my audience is getting older with me. And they, in success, are having the drink they would have in the nightclub in their wine cellar. They're having it at home now.
Yeah, I like your mindset on that one. But yeah, I just want to know, how do you even, from a rapper, how do you evolve into all that? Into, owning businesses, being execs and all that. How did you do it? Because there's not many people that have the capacity to transfer into a different business. Or
a lot of artists, they get there and they get in the music business. I mean, the music and then the business at the end in the back, right? And then they get taken advantage of because they're not paying attention to the business part of it. And then some of them, they get there, start enjoying themselves, get hired, and not paying attention to them reading the contract, they signing the shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just all of these things that were important that I didn't let people take advantage of me in that way because I didn't have the information. And as I got more informed as we was going, my viewpoint on things, what was important to me shifted. All right. So it's not necessarily having look, I can have the gratification of having the best records by helping new artists. Like,
yeah,
the new artists. I'll give them the chorus. I'll give them the should do a list. And then when they see the success of it, it's because I'm a student of it. I've been watching it long enough to appreciate how big it's getting. This year, no rap album is the #1 album this year.
Yeah. I saw that just yesterday or before yesterday.
We need to slow down, have a little bit more quality control now. Because look, the attention span of the hip hop listeners, the hip hop consumers at the present moment is really fast. So it's like it'll come and be like, "Yo, you heard Gunna shit? No, yo, you heard Young Thug's new joint? Yo, you heard Dirk joint just came out." Like it's moving so fast. I'm going
so quick. Yeah. There's a lot of times that I don't even know what came out really.
Yeah, and you got to go and say, "Well, let me hear what he said on the record," like to feel like whether it was. I'm looking for something on it to be special.
Yeah.
If it don't stand out to me, and then I'm like nothing's there, then I'm like
Yeah. By the way, I really want to know. I'm eager to know. Just recently, I watched one of your interviews with Big Boy, right? And over there, you mentioned that you'd be working on 8 Mile, a TV show.
Yeah.
Is that something that advanced since that time that you were doing that on that interview?
Yeah, no, listen, I've been working on it. When you watched 8 Mile, like as the feature film, that's a snapshot of him in 95. Him then, like the music business has shifted, it changed so dramatically since then that there's so many choices of where to start 8 Mile from. That it's really important that I find the right showrunner and the right, writer for the series. The writer's strike is slowing the things down, but then because I'm outside of the U.S. and internationally moving around. I was just in Paris earlier this week. I was in London, and they're not within the Writers Guild. So some really talented writers out there that I've been meeting with and talking about developing the 8 Mile series. And it's cool. I got Perlina and Paramount Plus and people there. So we're working on putting it together the right way.
Yeah, okay. That's cool. And by the way, go on.
May I ask you something?
Go through.
Oh, well, at the end of the October, you are coming back to Prague, to Czech Republic. And last year you sold out 2 concerts, 2 shows. Did you expect so big interest of Czech fans?
Yes, yeah.
Of course.
I absolutely expected it. Look. My experience there has been great since the first time I came there. I don't think the momentum slows. I think you just got to enhance it to make it bigger and better when you come. So, like, I don't think that you should leave. If they've seen me those previous times that I've been there, they got to leave feeling like it just got bigger. Like the show got bigger. Everything is just, it should be on steroids. Because the final lap, I'm putting this shit like on the next. Like my expectations are a lot higher of what's happening in the production of the show. You know what I mean? So they should come out. I don't want them to miss it if even the first round. Like you said, it's been sold out the last 2 times that I've been there. I expected to sell out. Like it's almost like they have an appreciation for American music, American artists, and then it's interesting because when you get America, you get the world. And in a lot of other territories, when I'm traveling internationally, I'll come across artists that are really hot where they're from, but they have no idea who they are in America. So it's interesting because I'll look and go, yo, nah, he dope. Like I just figure out how to do something. Like we should do something, right? And then as I go into the next territory and I'm moving around, they don't know why I think he's so cool. You know what I mean? And then I go, so maybe I shouldn't do something with him.
Yeah.
You look at it like
I have a question.
The way, you know.
Yeah, I just have another question out of the top of my head. How do you think European artists will be able, for example, to compete with America? Because as you just said, when you come over here, you see European artists from the Czech Republic or from England, whatever. And how do you think these people would be able to compete with American artists? Is it like maybe connecting Europe a little bit more, or?
I don't think they compete. I think they work with.
Okay.
Creatively, look, I don't like everybody's records. I don't like all of it. It's like everybody's shit is not hot to me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I only like artists that I like. Like, you know, and it's like, even if we were talking about painters, these people paint shit we don't want to look at. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as artists are concerned, I think when you find someone that you can appreciate or you like the person and you want to work with them, and under the right circumstances, I think they all want to work. Some of them are not allowed to be artists yet because they're still being driven by how much money is involved. So they're going, if you're going to pay for the feature, they're doing it. That's not being an artist in my head. When I don't care how much money you have, I'm not doing this shit if I don't think it's hot. I think we're doing it based on the art at that point, not based on finance or anything else. So like now I can just be an artist. Like instead of going like, I'm like, I don't like this shit. I don't care how much money they got. I'm not doing that. You know what I'm saying? And then I think you become represented better at that point because you won't do it there's no other way to motivate you to do it. It's just the art itself at that point. And then when you say competition, I think, look, hip hop is competitive. This is why it was so much battling in it, right? I think they should be in competition without saying they're in competition.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? And do anything. And if there's even somebody that has momentum, that's where they're from, they should create that competition right there. And work there. Because look, when you're being competitive, if you have an opponent, you'll find the energy to work when you're tired. You work when you're tired because you gave it a person, you gave it a face, you gave it something that right in front of you that if you didn't put it on the person, then I'm not sure you'd have the energy to keep going at that moment. Right? It's the competitive nature within us, period. You know what I'm saying? I think when you can look and say, nah, he's good, but he's not better than me.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for the interview, by the way.
Thank you very much.
That's cool, man. What show we gonna be on?
Old Black from
Black.
From Czech Republic, bro. I'm always laughing, but it was lovely to have you here.
It's a pleasure, man.
Yeah. See you in Prague.
See you.
All right.
Bye-bye.